All right, in this video, we're going to talk about managing any individual website. So a couple things that I want to show you. On the left side here, you will have a direct admin login pop out. And what that'll do is just log you automatically into your actual WordPress site if you want to manage from in there. But you can also manage from inside your V3, and that would be this button here. You would just click on Manage Website, and that's going to take you over to the management portal for this particular domain. So you'll notice here it'll list the domain, and if you hover over these, it'll show you a bunch of information about your plugin. All memberships of V3 will allow you to hide the plugin. So what you can do is, if you're working with, say, a client or something and you don't want them to know the plugin that you're using for SEO or anything, you can just click on Hide Plugin, and that will hide it inside of WordPress from them to be able to see it. To show it again, you would just click on Show Plugin. Of course, you'll have the ability to deactivate the plugin, which is kind of a temporary measure. For instance, if your client is past due on billing and you aren't happy about it, you can deactivate the plugin. And what that will do is deactivate all the SEO settings and everything that you've done with Project Supremacy, but it'll keep everything intact in the database so that you will be able to reactivate it. And then finally, the last feature is the white plugin, where that's kind of a totalitarian movement where if you are done with the client and there's no resolving it and they've removed your access to their blog, you can still remotely wipe the entire PSv3 from their site by using the wipe feature. Next is cPanel direct access settings. Now, if your host is on cPanel for this particular website, you can actually supply your cPanel URL and login credentials, and then you'll have one-click access into cPanel as an option there. And then, of course, we do give you information about this individual site, so you'll have WordPress environment information as well as server environment information, so that if you're ever running into any support issues and you don't know what your settings are, you can always come here and look at those settings, and it'll be helpful for you to relay information back to the support desk with either us or your host or whoever. So it's just great info to have. On the right side, you'll see all the themes. We're on the themes tab here. You'll see all the themes that your site has installed as well as what's active. You can delete themes or activate different themes. You can even add a new theme from here as a single individual site. Then, of course, if you click on the plugins folder, it'll show you all the plugins that you have installed as well as which ones are active, which ones are inactive, if any updates are available. You can also force a recheck by clicking this synchronize button. And what that'll do is it'll just send an automatic refresh to check all the plugins and see if anything has changed. You can see data has been successfully synchronized, and nothing has changed here, but sometimes you'll see a new update. Synchronizations do happen automatically, and you can hover over this little refresh button and it'll say the next auto synchronization will be in 12 hours or 24 hours time. So it's always running on a cron to check your site for any updates that are available for plugins. Now with plugins, there's bulk actions. Of course, you can select multiple plugins and take bulk actions. You can add new plugins, of course, either through searching the WordPress repository or once again through plugins that you've loaded in your settings tab that you like to use. You can add plugins that way. Your posts and pages tab is going to give you a list of all your posts and your pages. You can sort by type here. If you only want to look at pages, you can apply that, and there's no pages here. If you only want to look at posts, you can apply that. We also do have a quick edit and an edit for you to be able to edit those posts from within your dashboard. And it does have a little bit of a tiny MCE editor, so if you wanted to bold things or highlight things, you can do that right through here, so that you don't have to go into your WordPress blog to make those changes. You can do a lot of that stuff here. You can also click on these buttons to turn on or off PS SEO settings for individual pages, and it'll show you whether that is on or off, as well as your default schema. And those are these two buttons here, which control SEO and default schema. You'll also be able to see what comments are on each pages, as well as this one is going to be for any reviews that are on your pages. It'll just show you the totals there. The next thing you can do is your reviews. Now this is for Project Supremacy schema reviews. So when you're using the review widget from the plugin side and you're collecting reviews on your blog, they will show up here and you'll be able to edit your reviews or delete your reviews or approve your reviews as well. The next tab will be the schemas. So you do have to watch the schema editor video on how to create schemas. But once your schemas are created, you can actually select the schemas that you want and upload them from this part. This would be your homepage schema, and then your per page schemas would be here. You would just select the page that you want to work on. Then you would select the schema that you built. You'd have to watch that other video again. And then you could push that schema to that particular page or default or homepage. So that's how you operate your schema. And then your settings, of course, this is the same as your general WordPress settings. It's just another area to edit your general WordPress settings. I know a lot of times we work with things like permalinks or even your SEO, search engine visibility is another one that's important. You have this in WordPress, but you also have it here so that you're able to completely do anything that WordPress can do, but you don't have to log into your WordPress anymore. You can run everything completely from here. So that's it for this video.